Hey, welcome to the weekend tarot reading for all signs, Saturday and Sunday, October 3rd and 4th, 2020. My name is Jenny. I am an intuitive psychic medium, Reiki master, animal communicator, and that's Pasha in the background. That's my snoring pug. And you will hear her throughout. There are no demons or monsters here, just my snoring dog. Timestamps for each sign are listed in the description box below, so if you don't want to go through the whole video, that's fine. Just find what time you're at and fast forward the video. Keep in mind that these readings are fluid, things blend, nothing is written in stone, though this could be a few days before, a few days after, could have been last week or next week. Not everything will resonate with you. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Be sure to check out and listen to your moon sign, your rising sign, and where Venus was when you were born. If you don't know that, there's a link to a free natal chart in the description box below. Everything is in the description box below. And also I invite you to please check out my new YouTube channel, Project Blue World. Link again in the box below. All right, let's go. Aries, we're starting with you. This is your weekend read, October 3rd and 4th, 2020. Holy cow, Aries, you've got some stuff going on this weekend. You've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Cups underneath. So it's like a double whammy for tensions, moodiness, conflict, like you're in a rage almost, Aries. You've got a lot of anger, or you're easy to spew this weekend. You're coming down from the full moon we just had in Aries on the 1st, and so we're still feeling that effect, but Aries, it's influencing you more this weekend. So you've got to be careful. There's Pasha coming in the room. You've got to be careful because this is also cups. So we're dealing with relationships as well besides emotions. There may be some changes going on now in work, and if you've recently been through changes at work, it's okay. They're good. You're still standing. But the Tower card in reverse, the Tower has to come down, Aries, because it's built on a faulty foundation, okay? So whatever it is, if it's relationship, which probably is some sort of relationship, or your spouse, marriage, dating, whatever it is, because it's emotions, it's cups, the changes need to be made. The things need to be said, but in a loving way. You may be feeling passive-aggressive this weekend, or you may be dealing with a partner who's passive-aggressive. Just, you've got to stand still. Don't blow. Don't lose your cool. Don't go warlike, Aries, okay? Spiritually, what you have, Polar Bear is with you right now. You've got to remember, you're a leader, Aries. Like the North Star, people follow you, they look up to you, and if you can remember to step into your leadership shoes, pull up your big girl panties or your Superman BVDs, and work on being the leader that you are, the natural born leader, Aries, you can overcome this moodiness and this explosiveness that you may be feeling. And on top of everything you're dealing with this weekend, Aries, you may also be feeling like you haven't met your career goals, or in other words, maybe you've done quite a bit, Aries, in your career, in your lifetime, but right now what you're trying to achieve, you may be feeling like it's not working, or because of this new change now, it's like, I have to start all over again, and you're looking for an inspiration. What it is, what is it that's the secret ingredient? What's the secret ingredient in the secret sauce? What are you missing? Relax, Aries. Take a deep breath. Again, go back to your leadership. Go back to who you are. Ground yourself, Aries, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles watching over you. Okay, so by Sunday night, hopefully, if now that you're aware of all this and you're working on this and you're doing your best to stay in your leadership shoes, and you're working on not overreacting, the Queen of Pentacles, male or female, it doesn't matter. Her energy is energy, like everything thrives around her, okay? She's a great, she takes care of her household. She takes care of everyone in it, including the pets. She makes sure the food is there, the pantry's stocked. She's also a smart businesswoman. She's smart with her money and finances. She's an investor. Like, she does it all. The Queen of Pentacles is wonderful. So even though you've got this feeling like you're not doing what you should be doing, or you're not achieving what you want to achieve, this would normally be victory, right? But you're not feeling those victories. It's okay, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Her energy is like get rid of this guy. Like, her energy will take care of everything if you just relax and lighten up this weekend, Aries. Okay, so you can do this. Step into your leadership shoes, because you've got a double whammy here with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Like, it's a double. So the Knight of Cups, Knights are moving, and this is about emotions, whether it's love or relationships, work, whatever. And so it's a double whammy. So be careful. Take a deep breath. Allow to yourself to just come off of this energetic roller coaster. Keep everything status quo. Don't lash out at your partner or business partner or the person you work with, you know, your other fellow employees, whatever it is. Just stay calm this weekend, Aries, and I'll see you on Monday. And stay spiritual. The North Star, Aries. You are the North Star for so many people. So many people look to you for guidance. So many people look to you for leadership. They look up to you. They value your opinions, and you don't even know how many people watch you without letting you know. Okay, you are watched. You're always on. You're always the example. People follow you. They follow in your footsteps, Aries. So just stay calm, and I'll see you then. I'll see you Monday. Take care. Taurus, wow, I am so happy for you. You've got a great weekend for the 3rd and the 4th of October 2020 inside yourself. Okay, look, you've let go of the past. It's like you've worked through it. You've let go of you've released the blindfold. You've worked through the pain. You've worked through trauma. You've worked through all the hurts that you've gone through, or most of it. Like, you've been working, and it's like finally you're loving yourself, and you've released yourself from all of this pain and hurt, and you've got going on. It's like you're starting like a new beginning. I'm so excited for you. You've got the Sun card, so it's like you're brand new, ready to start fresh. Whatever this is regarding relationships. This is regarding okay, so past relationships, everything that you've been through that's led you to this point today, right now, this very second, you've been able to work through. There's still some stuff that you've got to release. There's still some childhood stuff, older stuff, but all in all, it's like you've broken free, Taurus, of whatever it was that was holding you back. Because here, look, this is known as the poverty card. Okay, I'm sure because you probably get a lot of readings, the poverty card, but you've broken through that. It's like you don't feel the lack anymore because you are taking care of yourself. You're loving yourself. You're believing in yourself. So you're not dependent on anyone else's charity. You're not dependent on anyone else, let me try that again. You're not dependent on anyone else's approval because you love yourself. You don't need anyone else to pat you on the back and say, oh, wow, that's a great job. It's like it's nice to get, but you don't need it because you know you've worked through some bad stuff. You've worked through some pain and trauma, childhood stuff that may have led you into bad relationships, past memories, losses, whatever it is. You've worked through it. And now look at you. You're starting fresh, like baby new year. Only, this to me always reminds me of a July, a beautiful summer day. You've got the sunflowers, the baby starting fresh and clean like the new snow. Okay. This weekend, spiritually, the spiritual energy you have all around you is about purity. That first snowfall of the year. Right now, we're in the northern hemisphere. We're going through autumn, and the leaves are decaying. They're falling off the trees. The ground is a darker color. Everything is starting to get barren. But when the snow falls, everything is crisp and clean. When you walk in the snow, your footfall, it's muffled. Everything is muted and soft and pristine. And so it's like you're starting off clean and pure, just like this baby, Taurus. So you've got a whole brand new beginning this week. It's like you've worked through your crap. You've worked through your shit. And it may not all be gone, but boy, you can see things clearly. And you know what you have to do, and you're ready to work at it. You're ready to work at it and get it done. You're ready to get it done. You're releasing the burdens. This weekend, it's like, because you know what to do, you've extended yourself thinly, you've taken on too much sometimes, but like you're releasing it. You're releasing what you don't need. You're letting other people pick up the slack or pick up their own responsibilities. Like, you're only carrying what you need to carry. If you have kids, of course, you have to have those responsibilities. Pets, parents, whatever. But at the same time, if the kids can take care of themselves, if they're older, you know what, and they wait for you to work all day and then come home and make supper when they can make themselves something to eat, or even make a sandwich. I'm not telling you to just feed your kids sandwiches, but you know what I mean. It's like, let them, if they wait around for you to cook and like what's to eat and they're 19 years old, hello, let go of that burden. They've got to learn, push the fledgling out a little bit and let them learn to eat and make their own food. But you're ready to do it, and you're doing it, and I'm so happy for you, Taurus. So you've got a great weekend. Enjoy, revel in this purity, in this fresh start that you've got. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it's a fresh start, and that's all that matters. And the change is inside you. Nothing else in your life may have changed. Your living situation, the bills may still be there, illnesses may still be there, but you know what? Your mindset is different. And your mind, if you think it, you can make it happen. So whatever you've thought of inwardly or subconsciously has brought you to this point. You've gotten through the hurt, you've gotten through some pain, you've released, and now you're ready to go forward. And I'm so happy for you, Taurus. Think of that freshly fallen snow and how beautiful it is and how quiet it is. Even the sounds are muffled. It's like the sharpness is gone. Everything, it's not sharp anymore. It's softer, it's more gentle, and it's fresh. It's a fresh start. So you take care, Taurus. I'll see you Monday. Enjoy this weekend. Enjoy this time. And you don't need to share these joys with anyone else, because there will always be a Debbie Downer who doesn't want to see you happy, or who would be happy for you, but at the same time, your success in overcoming this may make them see how low they feel about themselves, and then they may try to put you down subconsciously. It's not that they would do it on purpose, although some might, but so just enjoy this quietly in your heart, in your soul. Just ponder it, enjoy it, just be happy. Sing. Food probably tastes better for you this weekend. The sky will probably be a little bit bluer, and you're just going to be dancing a little bit more lightly, walking a little bit more lightly on your tippy toes, and just enjoy it. I'll see you. Take care, Taurus, and stay spiritual. Gemini, you're in for a wild ride this weekend emotionally. Okay, first of all, the great news is you've got the Queen of Cups, who is loving, nurturing, kind, wise. Now, this may be a female that you need to turn to. Maybe a water sign, obviously, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. She could also be you trusting in your inner self, and could be also you, because the Queen of Cups, people, they turn to her. She helps them feel good about themselves. They are their true selves, like they unload their burdens on her. She's got a great shoulder to cry on. She's a great listening ear. And someone at work may actually be, someone may be asking you or needing you to listen to them, to be that shoulder to cry on this weekend. So that's a beautiful thing. So Gemini twin, you've got you helping someone else this weekend, and just being there for them, again, being the good friend, the good parent, the good daughter or son, whatever it is. But your private life, you're kind of like a little bit of a train wreck this weekend, because you've been ignoring your intuition, and you've got to open up, because you're at a place now where you may not be feeling that you have the career successes that you've wanted to have, or you've had successes and then you've lost them. It's like winning the lottery and blowing the money in 3 years and then you're penniless. It's the same sort of thing you're feeling here. You're not feeling the successes. You're feeling almost disappointed. The dream job you wanted, no, you don't have it. You may have all the superficial things on the outside, the nice car, the nice home, the nice clothes, whatever it is, the beautiful girlfriend, the handsome boyfriend, but inside you're feeling empty, and you're there because you're still not trusting in yourself. You're still not listening to that inner guidance. You're closed off psychically, intuitively, Gemini. So because you're dealing with this, you've been told to focus. Okay, so what will help you through this is focusing. So you see the snow leopard and you see the mountain. So mountain peaks, are where a lot of early cultures felt that the gods would go and dwell. That's when the gods came to earth, they went to the mountain peak. That's where they could go commune with the gods. I think that's where the Oracle of Delphi was, on top of a mountain. Mount Olympus, Mount Sinai, Mount Ararat even. But, God gave the Ten Commandments to Moses on top of the mountain. It's the same sort of thing. The Sermon on the Mount, the Mount of Transfiguration. It's always the mountain because it's a spiritual place. So because you've ignored this, you have a call to focus. Now you see the snow leopard has big, beautiful paws and pads so that as it's going through the snow, it's not sinking in. It's not sinking in. It has those big, beautiful pads to climb up the mountains, the icy mountain ledges, the snow. It's not going to lose its footing. Gemini, you can move up and go and head and look for this spirituality. Reverse this high priestess, okay? Go to your intuition, listen, go inward, focus. Napoleon Hill talks about having a magnificent obsession, having those successes. Make that magnificent obsession focusing on you and inwardly, because right now, hold on, sorry, this is supposed to be like this. When I set the cards up, when I flip them and I move them for the camera, it's supposed to be reversed, and so you've got the reverse moon and then the moon upright. Crazy, isn't it? So again, you're going to be someone's going to be looking for advice from you, so you be there, you be the rock, but inwardly you'll be having the turmoil. So focus. You can navigate through all this. The moon in reverse, in the olden days it could represent even lunacy, but the moon in reverse, you're dealing with a lot of your shadow, darker side, the things, we all have our demons, we all have our monsters, and I don't mean literal demons, but the things that we hurt, or the things that drive us that we don't share with any other person, the things inside we keep to ourselves. Open up, let the high priestess guide you, focus on finding that spirituality, because look, even though you're dealing with these fears and anxieties, worries about the future, even deceptions, maybe deceptions at work, deceptions in romance, like you've got all these things going on and you should be alert. So the moon rights itself for you and shines light and illuminates your situation so that you can see things a little bit more clearly. I mean, it's tougher to see things by moonlight than sunlight, but it's definitely easier to see things with moonlight rather than darkness. So this weekend, Gemini, I'm sorry, I took a deep breath. So this weekend, focus on that spirituality, and you'll be able to navigate through these fears. You'll be able to navigate through these concerns, these disappointments, because actually the moon is about trusting in your psychic self, your intuitive gifts, and so counter these. Eventually you will be able to work on this. Let her work for you instead of against you, by stop ignoring your hunches. Stop ignoring. Listen to yourself. It's like, Gemini, I feel almost like you're driven and driven and driven to prove yourself, but you could be even scattered a little bit. You may have dipped into too many things, okay? You may have your hands in too many irons in the fire, and you've got to focus. That's your main thing spiritually. If you can focus on one thing and trust your gut, you'll be able to navigate through all this. And as far as other people, trust also you have the Queen of Cups helping you. Strong, nurturing, mature, wise, kind, loving, compassionate. There is that beautiful side to you, Gemini. There is that beautiful side. And so let her speak to you, let her help the other person, but let her trust in that other side of you, Gemini. Trust in that other side of you to help you heal and work out your stuff this weekend, okay? Stay spiritual. Stay spiritual, Gemini, and I'll see you on Monday. Cancer. Welcome to your weekend read for October 3rd and 4th. So here we go. You finally can see things clearly, okay? You have the Hangman, who is looking for further light and knowledge, illumination, trying to see things from a different perspective, because you've come from a place of having to hold on to money, hold on to things, relationships. You've been feeling lack somehow, and you've been feeling the need to hold on. You may have been through some loss. You may have recently lost a loved one or have had a breakup. Financially, things have been tight around the world, basically, for a lot of people. A lot of people the abundance is still out there, but a lot of people have had to hold on to things and be very, very careful with their spending habits. And right now, the struggle is still real, okay? The struggle is still real. The storm clouds, the fight is still going on. So though you're working on this, you're seeing you spending this weekend seeing things differently, trying to look at a different perspective, and you will accomplish it. So because of this, you can see where your time has gone. You can see why you haven't had the successes that you've wanted, or you can see why you've had to hold on to things. So if you want greater success in love or money or, health, this weekend, by seeing things differently, by taking yourself outside the box, and maybe being able to, if you can, remove yourself from your own thoughts and your surroundings and pretend you're on the outside looking in through a window. What do you see? This guy is what steals from us, okay? So what is it that you can see that is stealing from your success, that's stealing from your love or romance? So are you not devoting enough time because you feel like you're spinning your wheels? What are you not doing? Are you procrastinating? Is your time being stolen? Is your time being stolen by people who don't respect that you work from home, or people in your lives that don't respect when you're working and call you or text you and expect you to answer texts while you're at work? Guess what? It's not a good thing to answer texts while you're at work unless you're on a break. You run to the bathroom and text, or you're taking a lunch break, whatever. And if you work from home, same way. What's robbing you from your successes? You can see things clearly this weekend, Cancer. The beautiful thing also is that because you're looking from a different point of view, the Hermit, you're no longer having to seek and look for that light, look for that knowledge, this further light and knowledge, like you've gained it. Right now you're looking for it, and this weekend you'll be looking for it and you will seek it, which is wonderful. And the beautiful thing is how to let go of worry about money. And though the struggles are still real, and every day you may be trying to figure out how to best spend the $50 you just got, or the $100, whatever it is, it might even be emotional lack. But focus on the abundance this weekend. This is your message from Spirit, how to navigate through these waters this weekend. Abundance. The wildflowers are not planted. They don't depend on anybody watering them. They're not in potted soil where they have their minerals, their miracle grow, or any of that stuff. They grow from nature, what's in the earth, what's already there, and they are beautiful, and they just thrive. And they just live. They get the water from the rain, the sunlight, all of it. The abundance is there. So focus on getting the abundance and reaching into it. It's there. The abundance, Spirit, oversoul, or source, the abundance is there. There's no lack of energy. There's no lack of abundance. There's plenty of money. You have to tap into it. Tap back into that flow. Tap back into that stream of money. Tap back into that stream of love. Through how? Self-love. Love yourself. If you want more love, love yourself more. Take care of yourself and nurture yourself this weekend. If you want to have more money and you have spend it. I'm not telling you to go blow it. I'm telling you, trust that it will come. Remember these affirmations. These are for you this weekend, Cancer. I always attract and use the money I need and want. I always attract and use the money I need or want. That's the first affirmation. The second affirmation, I am now open and ready to receive immediate financial abundance. I am now open and ready to receive immediate financial abundance. Say these 3 times each. The abundance is there, whatever it is. Love, money, respect, it all starts from within you. If you want to have more, be grateful for what you already have. Okay? Because you have to have the mindset to be able to receive more. So you've got to be grateful for what you have. And now also to get rid of the lack, throw out some stuff. Go through a drawer, clean out a drawer, clean out your closet, get rid of some shoes you haven't worn in a while. If you haven't seen it in a year, get rid of it. Obviously, I'm not talking about heirlooms. I'm not talking about, treasured family photos. But everything else, it can go. You trust it, but be willing to let go so you can welcome in more, Cancer. So that's it for this weekend. Oh, and also, though you have all this going on, also with the Hermit, you found the light, the knowledge, you found the ideas how to get through this lack of abundance and focus on the abundance. But the Hermit, you might, Cancerians, we love to stay in our shells. We love to be reclusive because that's what we do. We just retreat into our shells. We're happy in our homes. We're happy with our own company a lot of times, even though we love to be around other people. But this weekend, if you're hibernating, like I like to do, when you hibernate too long, you become moody. King of Cups, there is that danger. So while you can isolate and see things clearly, don't stay alone for too long. Do you know what I mean? Enjoy it, but don't go too long, because if you wait too long, then we become moody. Just like the waters that flow, we can become moody. Also be careful, because we can also be emotional manipulators. We become good at that because people do trust us and love us and want to take care of us. So don't turn to the flip side, our shadow side. Don't turn to the darker side. So, and that's, so if you're good for staying alone or isolated for a couple of days, that's great, but don't go past the date when you start to get a little crazy. I myself can go 2 days without seeing people. By that night of the second day, I start to get moody. I start to get depressed. I need to see people. So talk to people, be with people. If you need to be on Zoom because of COVID or Skype, that's fine. But just don't stay isolated from people for too long this weekend. That's just a warning for you. Focus on the abundance, Cancer. Focus on the abundance. There you go. It's all there, and it's not planted, it's not cultivated, it's just there, and it is. So tap into it. And I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend and stay spiritual, Cancer. Hello, my Leos. How are you? This is your weekend read for Saturday and Sunday, October 3rd and 4th. So right now, just like Friday's reading, you're in a good place. This weekend, you're balanced, you're calm, like things are pretty even keel. I mean, the angel has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the earth, so like you're in between the physical and the spiritual. Like you're pretty balanced. Everything is good. You're in a good place. You've overcome a lot. You've got the victory card, which is great. People are enjoying your successes. You're enjoying your successes. You're receiving the accolades that you deserve. So all is good, and you're at a very comfortable place in your life. You're not looking to move forward. That's fine. That's fine. You're very comfortable. However, my dear Leos, in this comfort, you're feeling like you're still not quite where you want to be in certain areas of your life. Everything's good, and you've overcome a lot, but there's still more to do. You're not seeing... you're not producing what you want now. Everything else is good. So now, actually, you have the foundation in the ground to start working and cultivating what you want to do. The beautiful thing is that when I was shuffling for this particular deck, what spiritual energies would be there to help you, what advice to get you through the weekend, three of them, they flipped out. And first thing, of course, is healing chaos. All right, so you've got a tornado here, Leo, but it's telling you to take, and then you've got action, all right, and then you've got the beautiful thing, love. So this weekend, with a tornado, right, it stirs up so much. It stirs up so much and causes so much damage and destruction. But the card is telling you, the energy, that it may be time to churn things up and get things moving, because after a tornado, some animals, some creatures actually thrive and survive and do better because their habitat has been changed. Things have been unearthed. Trees are downed. So little animals and birds can get to the grubs and the worms and eat that were underneath and have been exposed by the tree roots. Do you see what I mean? So you may need to stir things up. And in fact, you do, because the card after this, you've got the action card. So yeah, you've got to stir things up. Let's see if I can get up. Okay. And then, so now you've got the calm before the storm, but you can feel all your beautiful Leo colors. You can feel just before a storm is coming. You can feel the energy in the air. You can feel it's like, something doesn't feel right. You can see or tornado coming. You can see sometimes a storm coming, but if you can't see it, you can feel it. Well, now's the time to see what the changes that you need to stir up so that you can continue to heal and produce, right? To take those steps that will propel you forward. And it's time to plunge in. Time to plunge into the cold water so you can see things. It's like quietly, you can see the things you need to do. It's like this weekend, or you've just recently had a revelation, like you've been searching and searching and searching. How do I make this work? How do I make that work? What am I missing from this? You know, this is all good, but how now can I move forward with that? And it's basically you're seeing things clearly. You've received directions somehow, or someone has come into your life, or they will. Remember, this is fluid, so this could happen next week. It could have happened last week, or it could very well be happening this weekend. But you see the steps you need to take, and then now you must plunge in and just go in. Just dive right in, plunge into the wave directly as it's coming to you. Plunge in, let that chaos take place. Take action. You have to take action this weekend, Leo. So whatever it is you've seen that you need to do now to fix this and produce, that's what you want to produce, which is a beautiful thing. Look at these two cards. Look at that. The card. Oh, there you go. I'll get this. So look at that. Reaping. You take action and cultivate. You've seen what you need to do, so you do it. You plunge in and look at this. You'll have love. You'll love yourself more because you'll feel better about yourself, but you'll have love in your relationship. And this is also about cultivating a relationship and putting the work in when the time, sometimes, you know, the daily things get to us and we need to just focus on the daily things we have to do, and the love and passion will come later, but it will come. You make the changes you need to make, you'll feel better about yourself, and this is the benefits you'll reap. Leo, I'm so happy for you. Now, also be aware, this weekend, another caution for you, or to pay attention, or a heads up, you've got the King of Cups in reverse. So the King of Cups at his worst, so we've got water signs you're dealing with, possibly Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They can be moody. They can all want a piece of you because they want to, this is the Thief card. And so this weekend, a heads up for you, kids, spouse, partner, work people. The good thing is you're not going to let them take the pieces from you. You're going to be strong enough, Leo, to say, you know what, I can't talk right now, or I'm in the middle of something right now. We'll talk later, and then you take control. And you be in control of the phone call, you be in control of the visit, you be in control this weekend, Leo, because you have greater things at hand than to deal with other people's baloney. You've got to take action. You've got to bring this healing chaos into your life so that you can produce. Take that action and you'll produce. Okay? Action and you'll produce. All right, Leo, stay spiritual. I'll see you on Monday, and good luck. Leave me a comment below and let me know how you made out. Please, I'd love to know what happened this weekend. Take care. Virgo, this is your weekend read for October 3rd and 4th. Okay, so you are in a place of healing. You're in a place of overcoming some loss, lack. This would normally still be going through, you know, the poverty card, but you're in a place of overcoming this, or you've just been through a lot, and you're in a good place. This is good. In fact, you're kind of excited about things, and so you want to move forward because you feel like, wow, I did it, I got through it, whatever it was. Emotionally, it could have been a bad breakup, it could have been work, loss, some sort of lack anyway. Finances, a big loss, or not a return on your investment, whatever. You're in a good place, but don't go crazy trying to move forward. It's like, oh, I got through this, I feel better, I feel great, God, it was a rough time. I want to move forward and charge ahead. Don't do that. Go slowly, because the Ace of Swords, swords is about cutting through the BS, right? Cutting through to the truth, getting to the things, getting the job done, air sign, whatever, but it's also double-edged. But normally, you'd want to just cut through and start and go forward. It's great, but when it's reversed, it's telling you to just hold your horses, go slowly, go methodically. And it's almost like planning and moving forward slowly so that you don't have to backtrack and double your work and redo something, okay? It's the same sort of thing. You don't want to move too quickly, because sometimes we make rash decisions, or we do dumb things because I'm in a good place, so I feel lucky today, so I'm going to go blow a couple of $100, and because it's in the moment. And so the Ace of Swords is saying, hey, hold off, just go slowly this weekend, just take it easy. And here's the other thing, because you've been healing, it feels like it's interesting. You've got the Five of Wands in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. So it's like you're moving forward. Slowly you're moving forward. So you've been at a place where there was some fighting and you almost wanted to avoid the conflict because it was just too much. It was taking too much from you. And so because of that, it led you to a point where you've had some successes, or you've had some good things you wanted to share, and you've kept them to yourself, because it's like you didn't want somebody to bring you down. Like something good happened and somebody's got to come and rain on your parade. So it's like you've kept this quiet, but still, nonetheless, you've done it. You've got the victory card, even though it's in reverse. It's okay. You've done it. You've overcome it. So now you've got to deal with this weekend, though you're in that good place and you've overcome it and you're going slow. The Four of Pentacles, so this was a place of lack, and now you've come through it, right? So from here to here, but this is still lingering because this happened first, then this. So even though you're in this good place, you still have these lingering doubts and fears. It's like, yeah, wow, I overcame that, but that fear is always there. Okay, so I've overcome Cancer, but every day I have to remember I'm healthy and tell myself I'm healthy, because if I slip, every day that thought is there. Somehow that memory is there. So I work every day to remember I'm healthy, I'm in a good place. And so you, Virgo, this weekend, you've got to remember you're healthy, you're in a good place, you're in a good place financially. And if you're not 100% financially, you will be. If you're not 100% emotionally, you will be. Okay? Because this is a big change. This is a change I see coming for you. And Page of Cups could be someone your own age who's more immature, insecure, or it could be someone younger than you and immature and insecure. Could also be because they're younger and immature, there's a little bit of maybe some sort of manipulation. So you could be dealing with someone like that. That could be an ex, that could be someone currently in your life, or it could be just your own immaturity, or going back to those fears of when you were more immature, when you hadn't learned life's lessons to help you through those fears. Because you have experienced the lack, the fears are real. Obviously, you've been through it. So for your overall, to help you through this weekend and to stay in this good place, Virgo, Spirit is guiding you to go to a place of security. So you see, we're inside a cave, but we're still like near the opening, but we're lighting a fire at night. Fire provides warmth, security, it keeps the predators away, but he's still in the cave. And the cave, like, you can see that he's protected and safe and secure and safe from the predators, but yet can still see outward, can still see the spirituality, can still see all that's out there and the vastness of life and all that life has to offer. But he's safe through the dark night. It's a moonless night, although you can see the stars. So, Virgo, nurture yourself this weekend. Stay safe. Don't do anything crazy. Stay in a place of security. And you know what? If you need to make comfort food, make comfort food. My comfort food, grilled cheese sandwich. I love grilled cheese sandwiches. That's my comfort food. When I was a little kid, my grandmother made me grilled cheese sandwiches when I didn't feel well. That's my comfort food. Some people, it's a nice cup of soup. I like tea. I'm actually going to take a break now and go have coffee before I go on to my next reading. But take care of yourself. Be in a place of security. If you need to stay home today, stay home today. If you feel safe going to visit your grandma, go visit your grandma. Whatever it is, take care of yourself. Light that fire. Stay in, nurture yourself, and enjoy your victories, because you have passed through it. You've overcome a lot. Just go slowly, make your plans, and enjoy. And you can overcome these fears. Don't let them, this is the past. Don't let your past define you. Your past does not have to be your future. Always remember that. Your past does not have to be your future. Your past, the poverty, the lack, you may not have gotten you may not have gotten something in a relationship, you may not have gotten something from work, whatever it is, the lack is over, my dear. My dears, my dear Virgos, take care, stay spiritual. I'll see you on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates with you. Remember, take what you need from it, leave the rest. Just keep going, Virgo. You've got this. Take care of yourself. I'm sending you a great big hug. Stay spiritual. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Libra, your weekend read for Saturday and Sunday, October 3rd and 4th. But this is what you've got going on. Okay, so right now, the money isn't quite coming in the way you had thought. You've got some disappointments, some financial woes going on. This is normally a barkeep at the end of the night, and he's satisfied and achievements, accomplishments, but right now it's not happening for you, Libra, and what you've set in motion before is slow. Eight of Wands is about movement, swiftness. It's also about patience, and right now things are not, the money and things are not happening the way you want them to, not as quickly as you'd like them to, and perhaps you've been living life on the large, or you've been living more like not to put on airs, but to let people think that you're doing better than you might be, or living a lifestyle that you really can't afford. There is that possibility, Libra. But the beautiful thing is, and I'm sorry, before I go on with that, you do have going for you, you're witty, you can be communicative. The Page of Swords can be sharp, astute, fun to talk to, and this may also be a friend that may be helping you, or someone that may also be helping you, but definitely an air sign. But you've got this going for you, Libra. You can be personable, and this is a positive thing to help you through right now. Now, this weekend also, you're going to be dealing with your darker side, okay? So the moon in reversed, you have fears and worries, and the moon is about psychic and intuition, and so you're really not listening to your gut, and it could be, sometimes swords, we can speak before we think, and so you've got these worries about this and the money, etc., not coming in. But the beautiful thing, changing what you need to do, you've got the transformation card, and so the butterfly is about complete transformation, right? It starts as off, it's in the cocoon, it's the chrysalis, it's the soupy stuff, and then it becomes something completely different, and as it's emerging, it's got to fight its way through, and it becomes stronger, and then it opens up into something glorious. It transforms, and then as this butterfly is open, you also see the rose has bloomed. The rose, let me see if I can get it better. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. Let me try to fix that. But you see the rose anyway. So it becomes something different, something beautiful, and that's what you can do. You've got to completely change what you're doing, Libra. And if you spend the weekend figuring it out, what it is that you need to do differently, just don't recycle something old and try to fix it and make it new, or finish a project type thing. This is something new and fresh, redesigning yourself, redoing things, because what you've set into motion isn't working. So if you do this, Libra, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is manifestation. This is like the hand of God handing you abundance in love, health, romance, family, all of it, whatever you want. And what's backing this Ace of Pentacles up is the King of Pentacles. Manifestor, great in business, good provider, stability. You've got this fantastic energy, the Ace and the King, working for you. You can pull through this baloney, through this bullshit, Libra, pardon my French. And you can turn it into this instead of staying like this. This is where you're at. This is the beginning of the weekend, but you have your wit to help you. You have your transformation. Don't worry about your dark side. Listen to your intuition. You don't have to worry about the future. I'm going to throw that card away. Just get rid of it. You don't have to worry about that. You can make the movement happen, the transformation, the flight. You can make it happen. It can be fast, like air, the flight, the swords. It's all good, Libra. It's all good. And the beautiful thing, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Libra, you can turn this whole thing around, so don't worry about it. Work on yourself this weekend. Work on doing things differently and changing it up. Don't worry about where you are now, about being bummed out. Let that money, for you it's more about money than anything this weekend, Libra. This could definitely be about relationships, but for me, because it's cups, but I'm seeing the money, finances are slow. You can work this all up, change it around, and you can be abundant, Libra. You can make this work. So stay spiritual, work on it, think of the butterfly, redo everything, and you will, like, look at this beautiful butterfly, transforms, emerges. It's in its full bloom, full glory, just like the rose. And the light that I need to change. All right, I'll see you on Monday, Libra. Scorpio, your weekend read for October 3rd and 4th. Right now, believe it or not, even though you've been in a place of missing out on something, lacking something, whether it's love, money, all of the above, even self-esteem, but this has been a time for you where it's almost like you've lost faith, you've lost hope in things. But Scorpio, I'm telling you, because this card is in reverse, because before it was like this, the poverty card, lack, sadness. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that, right? Walking barefoot in the snow in rags, right? But the beautiful thing, Scorpio, is that you're coming out of it. It's in reverse. So that means you're not in that poverty, lack. Things are turning the corner for you, and you're about to have good things happen. So hang in there. Hang in there, Scorpio. Get that faith back. Get the faith back. The blessings are there, just about ready to happen. Okay? You've also recently been hurt. You're recovering from a broken heart of some sort of pain, trauma. But it's telling me that it's in the past, because the storm clouds are over. You know, the storm clouds are clearing. The battle is over, and the hurt is there. But you're working on healing, and that's a good thing. Right now, this has brought you this poverty, this lack, the love, the fighting. It could be with family members, whatever it is. Could have been a bad breakup. But it's coming to an end, Scorpio. Now, the beautiful thing is that as you're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, you know, you've set yourself apart, you're seeking seclusion, and right here, you've been dissatisfied also with your achievements, your financial achievements, all the things that you've tried to strive for in your life. It seems like they haven't come to pass. It seems like whenever you're about to have a success, the rug gets pulled out from under you, or you're about to have it's almost like the carrot is dangled in front of you and you go after it, and you've been let down in many, many different ways, Scorpio. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. Check out your moon sign and your rising sign and Venus. But the beautiful thing, Scorpio, is whatever this lack has been, it's turning the corner, and you've got to help you through this, or to help you gain greater insight to it, Scorpio. Let me try to move that. Let me see. Because it's all white, you know. But look at the purity, the snow, that beautiful, the two different color eyes. I love that. But someone else, another sign, got this card as well this weekend. The purity. Think about how beautiful the new fallen snow is. Think about how it softens everything. Think about how even your footsteps are muffled in the snow. It's healing. You're starting fresh. And the same thing, because the snow, I love this. The poverty card, you've got the snow is healing. They're walking in the snow, but the snow will wash everything away and cleanse everything. So if you can work on, I don't want to say purging, but if you can work on release work, letting go of some things, Scorpio, this weekend, see, the lack in the love and the interest, excuse me, what it, try that again. I'm like tongue-tied right now. Sorry about that. The lack or what's happened with the relationships, whatever it may be, you've got to do the inner work, Scorpio. You've got to work on I'll say purging and cleansing yourself. This is something long-term that you've been carrying with you. So whatever relationship you have, whether it's work, it's love, it's friendship, there's always going to be something underlying that will make you not trust. It's hard to let go of distrust once you've been hurt. Once you've been hurt, you learn not to trust. It's hard because whenever new beautiful things come into your life, that's lingering. It's always lingering. That because you learn to distrust, and so that the hurt is still there. So you've got to heal this. You've got to heal this. Pull those swords out, Scorpio. Work on purifying, releasing yourself, releasing the doubts, releasing the, there have been times when your ego has been hurt, and we build our ego is how we see ourselves, right? So if our ego has been hurt, then we're always going to criticize ourselves. There's always going to be something that we don't like about ourselves, something we don't like about ourselves physically, emotionally. We don't like this about ourselves. We don't like our nose. One eyebrow is higher than the other one. The big toe is too big. The little toe is too small. Whatever it might be, we're always going to find something because we're still holding on to whatever the criticisms were when we were younger, or being in that relationship where someone kept hurting us to put us down because we were with the wrong person, Scorpio. It's okay. Now's the time. You can overcome this. You can heal this. And this is your weekend to do it. Take the time. It's not going to happen overnight, but you can start. You've got the purity. You've got this beautiful white wolf helping you. You've got the poverty card is flipped. It's just about to turn. Don't give up. 3 feet before the miracle, or 5 minutes before the miracle, Scorpio. You can do this. You can do this. You can get all this the right way. Okay? So just work on that. I'll have a link below to some release videos that I have, 2 different techniques that I offer. I just actually received a text from someone who did the paper one, and she couldn't believe the stuff that came out and how good she felt. So do it. Take the time, invest in yourself, Scorpio. Let go of the old stuff. Look inward. Otherwise, all your relationships, your future love interests are always going to be plagued with the same things over and over and over and over again. You've got to break the cycle, and that begins with healing yourself and letting go. All right, take care, Scorpio. Stay spiritual, and I'll see you on Monday. Sagittarius, welcome to your weekend read for October 3rd and 4th, 2020. Sagittarius, you've got some great things happening. You've got the Page of Wands for the main focus of your weekend. So you're about to embark on a new ideas. Look at this young man ready to go off into the world. He's got his walking stick, or his idea, what he wants to do, and he's taking his steps. He's going forward. And the beautiful thing, this on his clothing, this is all little salamanders, and that's about transformation, but according to the tarot. But the beautiful thing is that it's barren, right? It's barren. It's like in the desert. So he's got, everything was wide open. The only thing I would be concerned with is that you've got these ideas. Be careful not to be distracted, because this is about choices and good things and bad things, distractions, and because it's this way, it's focused more on distractions, keeping you from going forward or getting started. And not only do you have distractions, but you've got a little bit of self-doubt going on. And for some of you, it's because there has been, or there is, someone in your life with King of Swords in reverse energy. King of Swords in reverse can be tyrannical, controlling, domineering, can be very cruel. So for some of you, there has been a person in your life, very narcissistic, who has actually put you down in many ways, or done everything. I'm going to say it's male energy, so I'll say he, but it could also be female. This person has done a lot to put self-doubt into you, to cause you to doubt your abilities and keep you from going forward. But the beautiful thing about this, and I'm saying that a lot this weekend because there is a great deal of beauty, Sagittarius, this is you on the white horse, bringing gifts to the world. The world needs you, Sagittarius. The world needs whatever it is right here that your new idea is to offer, your new beginning, whether it's financial or it's a work idea or something you want to do from home or some new adventure, some new beginning. The world needs you. This could be love for some of you, and this could be you be offering your love to someone, and actually in a way, if it has anything to do with work or some sort of, if you're in the healing modality or teaching modality, it is about healing the world and bringing gifts to the world, Sagittarius, or again, in your love life. This weekend, this card, as I was shuffling and shuffling and shuffling, this card was actually facing the opposite way with the rest of the deck. And this card is about pleasure. It's about enjoying. Basically, it's a meadow, right? We've got trees and everything. You've got the mountain, the sun, the clouds, whatever. But the meadow is usually out in the open, right? It's got the wildflowers. The animals go and they relax. They take naps in the sun. They feel safe. Everything's wonderful in the meadow. And so it's about relaxation, enjoyment this weekend. This will help you put together your mental clarity. This will help you just enjoying the simple things of life, really. Enjoy the taste of the food, the texture, the colors of your food. I mean, seriously, if you go to the grocery store and you buy fruit and vegetables, look at all the beautiful colors there are, the yellows of the squashes or the pumpkins, the butternut squash, the orange. Look at the colors, the textures, the smells, the aromas. Enjoy the beautiful flowers. Just enjoy life. Enjoy, for crying out loud, when you take a warm shower, just really don't think of anything else but the warm water flowing over your body and just relaxing, letting things go, letting stresses and worries and fears go, letting go of the past, just letting go of everything. Just relax this weekend, enjoy and take pleasure in things. If you can get outside and it's nice, go to a park, go to a field, just go to where you see wildflowers. Literally, you can do that too. But relax and enjoy. Taste everything, smell everything. Enjoy the feeling of your clothing. Whatever, like the feeling. This is kind of like a velveteen. Enjoy the feeling, the touch. Just, ripping a loaf of bread, tearing it. The warmth and the flavor and the smell of your coffee or your tea, your cocoa, whatever it is, just enjoy it this weekend, Sagittarius, because that's all about healing. And whatever you've been through, and for those of you who are living with this man or still dealing with this partner, or could have been a work partner, whoever it is, this is controlling. They don't want to see you succeed. And that's a shame. Also, if this is about love, it started off as a beautiful thing, and then you woke up to find out after you were in the relationship that this person didn't have your best interest at heart, and this person was very selfish and just wanted to keep taking from you. Again, if this doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Take from this reading what pertains to you, what resonates with you. Leave the rest. Check out your moon sign and your rising sign and your Venus. The self-doubt, you can let it go. You've got the sun card shining, and whether the sun is shining reverse or right side up, it's still the sun. It's still a new beginning. It's going to happen for you, Sagittarius, but focus on this. Focus on relaxation. This will happen. This will happen. Just don't get distracted. You've got to have a clear plan, Sagittarius. Have a clear plan. Lay everything out, and as you relax and enjoy, and you let things go, you're just in the moment, right? Like pets help us stay in the moment. Dogs, like if you go downstairs or outside to take the trash out, your dog is waiting for you at the door, like wagging its tail, like it hasn't seen you in 3 years, right? So be in the now, and as you're relaxed, the clear plan will come to you, and that's why this spiritual guidance will help you deal with all of this. And I want you to remember you have so much to give, so much to offer, Sagittarius. So do it. Don't Don't be distracted. Write that. Don't be distracted. And you can turn everything. It can happen faster than you want, but have the clear plan. Otherwise, you may be too eager and cause things to actually happen more slowly. This self-judgment, this self-doubt, let it go. Let it go, Sagittarius. All right? Have a beautiful weekend. Stay spiritual, Sagittarius, and I'll see you on Monday. Capricorn, welcome to your weekend read for October 3rd and 4th, 2020. My goodness, Capricorn. Your main focus this weekend, or what's really going to be influencing you, or what you're going to be feeling, is feeling stuck, not being able to move on, though you know you need to. This card, Eight of Cups, is about going forward into the unknown, that transformation. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah. Okay, so he's moving forward, leaving beautiful things behind, going forward into the unknown to begin the next part of his life, his journey, his path, right? And it's unknown, but he's got his intuition to guide him, and he's just going to do it. But for you, Capricorn, right now, you're not able to move on. Try that way. Yeah, there you go. I'm still getting used to this camera. You're unable to move on, and you've got the Five of Cups, the Mourning card, twice. So this weekend specifically, you may be feeling it more than usual, but this stagnation, this loss, this emptiness is because you're mourning. You're grieving over something that you don't have, someone or something that you've lost, perhaps the loss of parents, perhaps a breakup, perhaps a divorce, perhaps the loss of a friend, perhaps all of the above. Perhaps the loss of a job, a home, many, many things. Whatever this is, it's affected you so profoundly, Capricorn, that you're unable to move on. And so you want to be able to go forward. You need to go forward, and you know you need to go forward. Overall, Capricorn, you're well-rounded. This is a guy who can celebrate. He's ahead of life's ups and downs, like he's got a handle on things, right? So he's dancing, like life is good, and so he's prepared. So in all areas of his life, but this one, for you personally, Capricorn, this mourning and grief, this sorrow, this intense sadness is in your core. You have the intuition, and it's wonderful because you've got the moon 4 times. The moon card itself is about intuition, psychic abilities, and also the unknown. You have the civilized dog, and you have the wild wolf, the uncivilized wolf. So going forward on the path between the two towers, the towers represent good and evil, the civil, the tame, and the wild, the domesticated and the wild. So going forward on this journey, you've got to trust your instincts. You've got to trust your gut, your psychic gifts to guide you through. You've got the moon here to guide you through. You've got the moon here to guide you through, and you've got the moon here to guide you through, and we will go through this. But for you, Capricorn, this card was actually like this, and I was kind of going over everything, and I righted it, and I want to show you. So I kind of went over it first, and I'm going to show you what that is. But right now, you've got a lack of completion, lack of moving forward. There's no closure to these losses that you've suffered, again, because it may have been suffered. You may have lost a job due to COVID. You may have lost a loved one due to COVID, or the end of a relationship. There's not even a closure right now, perhaps because you couldn't say goodbye, or because the person that you were dealing with, or whatever it was, happened so suddenly, or this person, or these people somehow or another never really said goodbye. So they kind of left everything open-ended. So there's no closure for you, so you can't move on. How will you navigate through this weekend, Capricorn? How will you navigate this and be able to let go so you can move on with your life and find that completion, the fulfillment, the happiness, the joy? See, Capricorn, you know, my mom was Capricorn, and she could be alone, but she did still need people. And even though she didn't go out at the end, even most of her life, she could perform, but she loved to learn, she loved to study, so she could be fine on her own. But at the end of the day, she felt there was always a need to belong somehow. At some point, she longed for that. So right now, Capricorn, here's the other thing. You, because you're so sad, you can't see. All you have to do is follow the river, cross the bridge, and get to the people. You see, there's a bridge. All you have to do is follow life's flow. Follow the flow, and you can cross the bridge and get out of this. You can move forward. Again, it's just moving forward. Moving forward. So how are you going to do this, Capricorn? The first step is forgiveness. Okay? The first step is forgiveness. This represents the end of the day and the night. And there's your moon again. 4 times you got it in this reading, Capricorn. So we have to say goodbye in life. We say goodbye to the daylight every day. And the darkness comes. Now, many people don't like nighttime, but during the night, if you're outside and you watch the sunset and you can say goodbye, you're saying goodbye, you can welcome the night. In the night isn't necessarily scary. The night brings us the stars. The night brings us the moonlight. The night brings us the peace, the quiet. We can enjoy that time. We can live through that time and experience that time and observe and listen. Take in all of the things that happen and don't happen during nighttime. But let's say that's the morning period, but we can rejoice because the next day is coming. The daylight is going to start again. And so this morning, this forgiveness time is a time to say goodbye, to say thank you, I forgive you, I let you go. I let you go with love for whatever it was, whatever heartache, whatever pain I suffered, whatever pain we both suffered. I forgive you, I forgive me, I forgive myself, and I wish you well. Thank you for bringing me whatever it is I needed to grow. Thank you for letting me experience love. Thank you for letting me experience the sadness so that I could know joy. Forgive, forgive, forgive. And then as you forgive, you've got 2 cards for spiritual guidance this weekend, Capricorn. The moon again. What happens when you forgive? Well, the peach represents an early spring, right? The peach is one of the first to bloom. But peaches represent joy, fullness, delight, enjoying the taste, enjoying life, riches, wealth, good health. If you've been having health issues, this is a sign that good health is about to return, or your health is about to turn for the good. This is a good omen if you want to conceive, if you want to start a new project. During the Renaissance, the peach represented the love. It represented also your heart. It represented speaking truth from your heart. So you will have this fruition, Capricorn, if you can forgive, if you can let go of the sadness, if you can heal the hurt. There may never be closure on some situations, Capricorn. That's just one of those things. We have to move on. We just have to. But you have the moon 4 times. And you have the new beginnings, the dawn coming. You have something beautiful to look forward to, Capricorn. Everything else in your life, you can do it. You've got a handle on. Follow your instincts, follow your intuition, follow your psychic gifts. You're holding yourself back, and you've got confusion sometimes in certain things and doubts that you can move forward because of this sadness. You've been in this place for so long, you haven't been able to grow. It's time, Capricorn, to let go of the people and things that no longer serve you. If it's bringing you down and it's not bringing you this fulfillment, then it's time to cut whatever it is loose. And seriously, even if it's time for new clothes, time for a new wardrobe, buy something new, throw out something old, or donate it. Buy something new, throw out something old. Just let the cycle continue, Capricorn, because right now it's stuck, it's stagnant, no completion, not moving forward. Mourning, sadness, looking at the past, not the future, not the right now. Stay in the now, Capricorn. If you have a dog or a cat, if you have a pet, they keep you in the right now, the eternal now. What is it like with God or God mind or source or all there is right now? Right now, not the past, not the future. Right now, you've got to enjoy now. You've got to let go of the sadness, Capricorn. I love you with all my heart, Capricorn. I really do. And I understand you because I know my mom in Capricorn is my rising sign, so I get it. And I understand what this is because I myself have been going through this. But the reading is for you and for me, in a way. So I wish you a beautiful weekend. I wish you a beautiful weekend of forgiveness and healing. Forgiveness and healing, and if you can stay up, look at the stars, wait for the dawn. By all means, enjoy it. But enjoy this, because again, you've got your intuition, the moonlight. This beautiful peach can be yours, a fullness of life, a ripeness, not just living, but enjoying fully, fulfillment, being fulfilled, being whole. You can do it, Capricorn. Have a great weekend. Stay spiritual. I'll see you on Monday. Aquarius, welcome to your weekend read for October 3rd and 4th, 2020. I hate to bring you this bad news, but I'm going to start off with it, and then we'll talk about it, because it's not horrible. It could be. This is something that you won't see coming, and it may have already happened in the past, in the last week, in the last few days, in the last month, or it may be happening in the future. You know, these readings are fluid. Nothing is set in stone, but right now for this weekend, whatever this is, you didn't see it coming. It's such a devastation. I mean, like everything in the car, like everything's quiet. There's a finality. The suits, the swords are sharp. They're cutting. They can be destructive, yet they're intellectual. They do cut through the BS. So whatever this is, this could actually be a betrayal of friendship, love. It could be someone literally stabbing you in the back at work. It could very well be a literal thing where someone is doing something behind your back, or a deception, but you will overcome it. You will overcome it. The Chariot card is about moving forward, overcoming, being victorious, overcoming obstacles, overcoming. So whatever this is that you don't see coming, you will overcome it. And you'll not only overcome it, you'll be victorious about it. I have a feeling that it has something to do with money, because you've been trying to save, and things have been tight to hold on. And at this point too, I feel like for many of you, Aquarius, you've been at this point in your life where it's like you're just starting to see the light of things. You've passed through a rough time of fearful anxiety. You may have even been so worried and nervous that you've blocked your intuition. But the moon has come out a lot in these weekend readings this weekend. You may have blocked your own intuition because of fear and worry about money, mostly money. But at the same time, you may have been, as you've been starting to see the light and recover, this may hit you. But at the same time, as this hits you, you will see a light. You will see a way out. And you will overcome it. What I see for you also is you have the help. I don't see this as a hindrance, but the help of the King of Swords. Could be masculine or feminine, but it could be a real person. It could be an air sign, Aquarius, or it could be just you relying on yourself. Again, you can see things clearly. You can cut through the BS, and you have a clear vision, or you will get a clear vision of how to get out of this and how to overcome this, because you've got swords and swords, but then you've got wands. So as you use this King of Swords, however it is, whether it's a person or it's your own intellect, you will have an idea of what to do. You will get excited again. So this won't hold you back for long. You'll be able to get excited and have that idea and see what you need to do to get going. It's a barren land, but he's ready to go. He's got his, I call it even a walking stick. He's ready to start and move move forward with his idea, with his new beginning. Take care not to get distracted, because you can lose your way in a barren desert if you don't have a fixed point. So that's why you need the King of Swords, to fix your point, to have a clear-cut goal. See things clearly and then implement it. You will be able to do it, you'll overcome it, and you can take off and go running with it. The Charioteer doesn't use reins. He uses his sheer mental capacity and his will, his strong will to overcome, to win the race. And that's what you need to use, Aquarius, to overcome this, okay? You will see the light. You will use your intuition. You can do this, and you don't even have to worry about that anymore. And how you'll do this, what will help you this weekend navigate through all of this. Think about the migratory birds. Think about that. You know, they go back and forth every year. They go to the same points. How do they know where they're going? They don't know, but they're guided. They're guided. You'll be guided. They know where they're going. They just know. Now, as they're flying over the field, a field, I'm sure you've heard of crop rotation, right? You plant one year, one season in a field, and then you let the field rest. You let it go fallow. You let nature take over. You let the nutrients recycle. You let the ground heal. You know, the leaves. You till it, whatever, and then you just let it be, and let the soil, let the pests cycle through. Let everything heal itself, because nature has a way of taking care of itself. So after you use the field, you just leave it alone and let it prepare. So as you're in this time of letting your field be fallow, recycle, heal, recover from this, take that time to plan. Clean house, clean out a drawer, clean out your life, clean the clutter, clean whatever it is, clean your mind from mental distractions, because this guy can be very distracted even though he's got the idea. Keep the distractions at bay. Clean house, clean your mind. Make use of this time. Prepare your field. Prepare your field for the new beginnings, Aquarius. You can do this. Whatever it is, this is, will not define you. Use it. Use it. And be alert now. You have a heads up. Be alert for whatever may happen, okay? I wish you well. I send you blessings, and please leave me some comments. Let me know what happened. And again, if this, take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Check out your moon sign, check out your rising sign in Venus, and use it. Use it to heal, use it to prepare, Aquarius. I know it's sometimes you want what you want, like right now, and you're stubborn about it, and you want it yesterday. And sometimes, Aquarius, you can be unreasonable. But now is not the time to go charging ahead. Now is the time to be patient, be diligent in your patience, be diligent in preparing your field, and let it heal itself. Be diligent in letting the situation heal, and in that, as you leave things alone, it's like picking a pimple or a zit. Leave it alone and let it come to a head. Don't go digging away at your face, or you'll be scarred. It's the same thing. I don't mean to be gross, but that's the way it is. Let it heal, Aquarius. Don't push, don't force. Just heal, go forward, have a clear plan, and don't be distracted. Get rid of the distractions, Aquarius. Prepare the field, clear out the clutter. Have a great weekend, stay spiritual, and I want to know what happens. Let me know in the comments below. Take care, I'll see you Monday. Pisces, this is your weekend read for October 3rd and 4th, 2020. Holy cow, Pisces, I'm sorry to say some of you are in a period of some bad luck. This is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and you know, the Wheel of Fortune is up, down, up, down, up, down. This is due to external forces, things beyond your control that you can't help. So you've got everything going on in your life. You're struggling to hold on to what you've accomplished, what you have, peace in your family, finances, have enough food in the house. You're struggling to keep your job position. Others want what you have. There are others who are struggling and fighting to get where you've gotten to, whether it's work, whether it's your own business, and you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is. But you're at this period right now, you're in a streak of bad luck or misfortune, do not worry. This too shall pass. It's a wheel. It's always going. Well, that way I guess it'd be. Right now you might be on the bottom, but you will be on top again. It's going to pass. It's going to pass, but while you're going through it, and while you're struggling to do this, you actually need to stop. Stop the struggle. Stop fighting. You need to take time to heal. You need to take time to heal because this could affect your health if you don't. Stop the struggle. It'll pass through, so you don't have to worry. Pisces, this is very, very important because, again, it will affect your health if you don't take time to slow your mind down. You may be feeling restless. You may be feeling antsy, and you want this to hurry up. You want this to be over with, and you just want things to go smoothly again. Or you want the money to come back, or the people that owe you money, you want them to pay up because, after all, you lent the money when they needed it. They said they'd pay you back and they didn't, or because they've run into hard times. And so it's beyond your control. There's nothing you can do about it. So right now you have the Queen of Swords. She may actually be a person, a wiser, mature person. She's sitting on her throne, and she doesn't deal with emotions. And that's what you need right now, Pisces, because you're emotional. I'm a water sign. I understand we deal with the emotions and empathy, sympathy, compassion. But right now, making decisions and getting through this and feeling for others and everything is not going to help you. And that could also make you sick. You can't afford to get sick right now, emotionally or physically. And if you're not feeling well emotionally, and you're in this turmoil, emotional turmoil, that will follow through to your health, obviously, and make you physically ill. So, as you're going through this, and this worry and concern, you may also be fighting with swords. You might be dealing with someone who's immature, hot-headed, who speaks before they think, or you may have this tendency because you may be flying off the handle because you cannot control this. And so that not being able to control it, it may trigger something, or just maybe this fear, something that you lived through that you couldn't control. So now you have to make sure that everything has its place, everything is neat and tidy, and it may not be. And so this may be making you really, really crazy, off balance again. Watch your temper during this time, Pisces. Watch it, because you know you can lash out. When you're at the opposite end of the spectrum of your emotions, you can be really hurtful. So may I recommend that you call on the Queen of Swords, use her help, or just pull her energy to help you not be emotional, to help you stay calm through this time, to take that time to heal, because you're going to have family issues. You're going to be fighting in your family. There will be disharmony, disruption. It'll affect your kids, your pets, your spouse or partner, your parents. It's just going to affect everybody, even at work. But you have to do this. You have to take time to calm down. And in fact, for your weekend, your spiritual advice is to make it simple. There's nothing more simple and pure than a white feather that floats from the sky. The ancients would feel, let me try that again. The ancients, the Native Americans, would believed that having a feather was like communicating with spirit, and that the chief wore feathers, and that he was able to communicate with the gods through the hollow shaft of the feather, right? So feather in its purest form. Right now, today, begin. Clear out the clutter, clear out your mental clutter, clear out everything today, even getting rid of the littlest piece of gum wrapper, something, an old ticket, an old movie ticket, semi-dead batteries, get rid of it. Even removing the smallest bit of clutter will help clear your mind and help you heal. You must do this. This is almost like I won't say it's a warning, but it's a piece of advice, because you don't want to be causing disharmony. You don't want to get physically ill. You need your wits about you. You need to think clearly and sharply, like the Queen of Wands. She is looking upwards towards the heavens in a spiritual way. Spiritual does not necessarily mean emotional. And she's thinking clearly, and she's seeing, she's air. When she's in the air, when she's looking down from above. She can see what's on the ground clearly. You need to take that time to see things clearly. Stop battling. Stop trying to control what you can't. You can't control outside forces, whether it's the economy, work, whether you can't control what anybody else does, Pisces, okay? And again, please be careful and do this because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And you may be dealing with that's my dog. Oh, that's my dog who just woke up from a dream. You may be dealing with this person, or you may be feeling this. Either way, she will help you think clearly, and resting will help you think clearly, and letting go of the control, cleaning out any clutter. Clean out your wallet, clean out your purse, clean out your pockets if you're a guy, clean out seriously, throw out your old razor that you've been hanging on to. Get rid of the old razor, get a new razor, change your toothbrush. Get rid of the old stuff and just wait. Declutter so you can feel and see things clearly. And it will help you pass through this, Pisces, okay? Have a great weekend. Stay spiritual. Call on her. She's here to help you. And I will see you on Monday.